On February 15th, 2020, I went to see the Sonic movie in the theater. What do I think of the movie? I thought the Sonic movie was great. It's no Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, but it's still a great movie. I never expected the movie to be good, not just because of that weird, horrible design. I was worried it was going to be a shite, generic kids movie with Bart jokes, burp jokes, spit jokes, etc. Because there were movies like Alvin and the Chipmunks and The Smurfs, which are movies about cartoon characters interacting with the human world. Sonic the Hedgehog is one of those movies. Whatever, and does a pretty good job. The movie does have some toilet jokes, but not full of them. But the movie has adult humor. There was this one out in the open joke where there was a breastfeeding joke in like Jim Carrey and James Marsden actually said it. That's a little too out in the open for a PG rating. I still laughed at a few adult jokes, but there are some jokes that I don't find all that funny. My favorite joke in the movie is when that old farmer guy showing a picture of Sonic like that preschool drawing. It's in the movie. I wish they had some. I wish they had done the characters a little better. My two favorite characters are Dr. Eggman, or Dr. Robotnik, sorry, I will never get used to it, and Sonic the Hedgehog. In the movie, Sonic became friends with this cop named Tom Wazowski, played by James Marsden. I really like James Marsden as an actor, and played Cyclops in the X-Men movies. Tom Wazowski and Sonic became friends, and there's a lot of character development between the two characters. Tom Wazowski interaction with Sonic and Dr. Robotnik is entertaining to watch. I just don't find his subplot about him and his wife moving to San Francisco for more cop duty to be all that interesting. I thought that Jim Carrey wasn't going to be a good portrayal as Dr. Eggman, but I was wrong. At first, I thought Jim Carrey was too skinny for the role because I am used to calling him Dr. Eggman and he is supposed to be fat, like he was in the games. Jim Carrey did a fantastic job as Dr. Eggman. He was funny because I have a different sense of humor, I guess. I find where he has buttons on his gloves to control his robots and he wiggles his fingers to move them to be quite funny. I find the scene where he dances to be funny. This video has spoilers, so if you saw the movie and hadn't played the games like I did, the movie doesn't have any of the source material from the game, so there's no Tails or Knuckles in the movie. In the movie, Sonic doesn't have any friends until he met that cop. Sonic was raised by this old owl lady. That's from Harry Potter or something. I don't know. I don't remember her name. Who raised him and protected him because people on the planet were afraid of Sonic because of his super speed, which is the Echidna tribe from the original Sonic Adventure. The old lady, the owl lady, got killed, and Sonic used the rings to travel to Earth. He ended up in Green Hills, Montana, and Sonic has to keep himself secret. It's really interesting what Jeff Fowler did to the source material. It can't just be a full animated movie with animals and a fat man, but there's real people. It makes sense for the movie to be about a 3-foot cartoon hedgehog interacting with real life people because Sonic games in the past, like the Sonic Adventure games and Sonic 06, have you interacting with real life people. I like that Sonic knows all the Earth stuff, like he knows movies and sports teams. There's a scene where Sonic spies on Tom and his wife watch Speed and he says, with Keanu Reeves that he that references in the movie. There are quite a bit of movie references, including movies that kids are too young to be watching. Like the character actually mentions the movie, like that guy wasn't as charming as Will Smith in Men in Black. He spies on people and gives them nicknames like he calls Tom Donut Lord and he calls his wife Pretzel Lady because she does yoga. With the negatives, there are some I told you. The movie is not perfect. The human characters are not crazy interesting. I wish Tom Wazowski was a more interesting character. My favorite line from him is when he says Sonic is more human than Dr. Robotnik when Sonic gets brutally beat. That was a very good line. There are some plot holes to point out, like why does Sonic need to go inside the building where his rings were on the roof? If he can run fast enough to slow down time, he should be able to run up buildings. As long as me going down to the fridge to get a beer. He had been living on Earth for like 10 years. He should know where Italy is, where China is, and where Pakistan is. I can handle some inconsistently, and they always exist in Hollywood movies. Like in Star Wars, why did some idiot decide to make a hole on Death Star where rebels can just shoot a torpedo and bam? They did explain the hole in the Death Star in Rogue One, but you get the idea. Inconsistency is an important thing in movies. If everything's 100% consistent, then there won't be a plot and the movie will more likely be boring. Like if Frodo and Gandalf just flew to Mordor with eagles and dropped the ring, then that's it being 100% consistent and there will be no plot. Like if Tom Wazowski just raised his police badge at the bar and bam, then the movie won't be interesting. When the news told Tom that he's a terrorist, his sister-in-law was freaking out when he was in his house. Alright, but when he was in the building in San Francisco where the rings were, then people were calm about it. I guess not everybody believed that Tom was a terrorist. Alright, I'll buy it. When Sonic got that sticky bomb off his hand, like where he could just take off his gloves, but it made sense because in the old design, Sonic didn't have gloves. Well, sort of. His white fur looks like gloves. Hold your horses. I really like the design of Sonic in the final cut. Light years better than the old one. When Tom holds Sonic, which is twice in the movie, it looks kind of like Sonic is floating with Tom's arms. Other than that, the CGI and special effects are amazing. The spines and fur on Sonic looks amazing and well detailed. Green Hill Zone in the beginning looks so beautiful and the mushroom dimension looks awesome, which I don't think it's supposed to be a reference to Mario. I think it's supposed to reference Mushroom Hill Zone from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Also, Dr. Robotnik's drones look so photorealistic and it looks so good and so polished. With the sequel, I am really worried. The Sonic movie has made a lot of money and Jeff Fowler keeps on celebrating over its box office success. Money can corrupt a person, and I am worried that he might not care about the sequel and having it be completely horrible. That happened with George Lucas with the Star Wars prequels and Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. He can be a jackass and re-release the Sonic with the gross alien Sonic, and we'll have to order a 30-year-old Blu-ray just to watch with the better design on eBay. It can happen. With new characters in the sequels, obviously Tails will be in the next movie because, spoiler, he is in the post-credit scenes. I will like Knuckles and Metal Sonic. John Cena is rumored to voice Knuckles, which hadn't gone through officially yet. I was thinking David Harper, who plays the chief from Stranger Things, to voice Knuckles. I know that's completely random, but I think David Harper can fit with Knuckles' personality. Sorry, I have too much fun fan casting. With Shadow and Silver, those characters can wait until the third movie. I don't want too many characters crammed into the second movie. I just want Tails and Knuckles and maybe Mel Sonic. Maybe Shadow or Silver can be in a post-credit scene. With other characters like Amy, Cream the Rabbit, or Big the Cat, we don't need those characters. It is rough around the edges, but for being a movie for kids, it is pretty good. The movie has great CGI and has adult humor to keep the adults entertained. But there's this breastfeeding jokes that's a little too out in the open. I think it's a bad idea to show this movie to my little stepsister. She's only 3. The movie isn't for everybody. 52-year-olds might find this average, basically. The more you are a gamer and a Sonic fan, the more you are going to enjoy it. Not everyone is going to find the movie's jokes funny. I have a pretty juvenile sense of humor. I laughed mostly at the adult humor. So, my final verdict for Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, is a B+. I usually don't score the stuff I review because I would rather have my points do the work. I only score when it's totally necessary. Again, this movie is no Into the Spider-Verse. It is nothing too game-changing. I never made one of those reviews before where I don't script that I fuck up, but it will be really rare for me. The main reason I didn't use any clips is mainly because they are heavily copyrighted right now, and most of them are in terrible quality because they are filmed from the movie theater screen. You should see this movie if you are a gamer. This movie is great, and you should see it. I hope you like and subscribe for more videos, and comment down below what you think of the movie. Bye.